Hello and welcome to this group. Thank you for being brave enough to come in. I'm Laura, a student of Bachelor's of Social Work at Penn West, and I will be leading this group. This is an open group for all college students throughout the rest of the semester, and we will be focusing on stress and anxiety management. We will help to normalize feelings of stress and anxiety and work through them as well as helping to cope with the stress. We are here to discuss personal issues regarding stress and anxiety and to support each other without judgment. Uh, Attendance for participants is necessary if you would like to help yourself and help others, but it is not mandatory to show up to every meeting. I understand everyone else has a life outside of here. If you can't make it, just let somebody know. But it would be beneficial to you and to other students here if you were able to be involved and come to every meeting. If everyone would like to introduce themselves as well and what they're hoping to gain from this group.
My name's Vanessa. I'm also a BSW student here at Penn West, and um, I think I'm just learning. I just want to learn how to manage my stress and anxiety a little better, maybe more for test purposes. Um, so,
No, that's a good testing is very stressful, so it'll be very helpful to learn that.
yes.
I'm Sarah. I'm also another BSW student. I'm really hoping that I can find a little bit of support with like my task management stress. I tend to get kind of overwhelmed when I have like a lot of things to do and I have trouble figuring out where to start. So hoping to get a little bit of help from external processing and, all that.
I'm sure there's a lot of us here that have the same problem. You working through those things will help other people work through it as well.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm another BSW student at Penn West, and I am looking to manage my stress and anxiety around school and like testing as well as due dates in general. I get a lot of anxiety from that.
No, that's very stressful as well. And as I said before, by you bringing your stressors in life to us and helping to work through them, it may have helped somebody else that didn't think that that was a severe stressor in their life. Uh, Sharing in this group can be very anxiety provoking. Therefore, we ask everything said in this group and discussed to remain in the group. We need to have complete anonymity of members. Members cannot share other members' names, descriptions, personal stories with anyone outside of this group. The consequences for this could include immediate termination for violating confidentiality. I am also wanting to let you know that I'm a court mandated reporter. If I suspect child abuse, elder abuse, neglect, or abuse of a vulnerable adult, I am legally obligated to report it. If I feel that someone is at immediate risk of hurting themselves or others, I'm also court mandated and legally obligated to report that as well. If by chance records were subpoenaed by the court legally, I have to get through a process through our attorney here, but I am legally obligated to give that information over if necessary. Uh, this information is not to discourage anyone from participating in discussions, but just to ensure everyone's safety and privacy of the members, as well as to inform consent. We'll be meeting for the rest of the semester at the same time on Thursdays at 3:30. If there's any conflicts in anyone's schedule, please let me know and we'll try to work through that. Does anybody have any questions or concerns regarding the rules and confidentiality?
No, I think I understand.
No, I understand.
We will start every session with an introduction of ourselves, something positive that happened recently, or a positive way that you were able to cope with a stressor. We will then do an activity or a lesson, followed by comments, questions, and concerns. We will close each session with final round of uh, what you could work on for your next session. And if anybody would want, or if you're willing to do this activity, I would like everyone to list a stressor, a success, and a goal. The stressor and success is something that has happened recently, and the goal is what you can work on before next session. anybody wants to go first.
I can go first. I think
Okay.
one stressor for me was I missed an assignment because I was too focused on other ones. So I prioritized other things over this one. And then once I logged on to Brightspace, I went to go ahead and try to like upload it late and it wouldn't let me do it. So I think that's one of my stressors. Um, One success, I got a perfect score on my other assignment that I was kind of stressing about last week. So I got 100 on it with no like feedback on like what I needed to change. So that was one success. And then a goal for next week, for me, maybe um try to do better with getting everything turned in. Maybe I probably should start working on things in the beginning of the week instead of halfway through the week. Maybe those.
That that's a very good goal to have. And I'm sure we've all been there at a point that life has been busy. We all have lives outside of school and trying to fit everything in, that we've all at one point missed an assignment to prioritize other things.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Definitely. Yeah.
One success that I've had this week in school is I've gotten a lot of
Mm.
markdown at the beginning of the week, so it's the end of the week, and that's exciting for me. One stressor I have is I do struggle with like deadlines. They do freak me out. So that's something that I've been stressed about, especially um since we're coming up towards the end of the semester and we're having more papers. Um, and one goal I have for next week is I would like to focus more on being proactive about studying, because I do struggle with that sometimes.
Now, that seems like a common issue in this group so far. So maybe we can all hold each other accountable for trying to get our work done throughout the week instead of waiting to the end, stressing over it.
I like that idea.
Yes. Yeah. So one stressor for me this week has been I was really sick last week. I don't know if you can still hear it, but I missed a couple of things because I was honestly just down bad, laying in bed. And my success is that rather than just kind of taking the L, I reached out to my professors and I was like, hey, here's what happened. And I was proactive about it. So I was able to get an extension, which is really good because I'm bad at asking for help when I need it. So I was brave, did the right thing, and it worked out for me. And my goal is to get caught back up after all of that.
Well, that took a lot of bravery to reach out of your comfort zone.
Makes sense.
So maybe some of the goals for next week, well, throughout the rest of the week until next session, is that we can all work on ourselves, keeping each other accountable for deadlines. And maybe we can all try one thing to step out of our comfort zone and to feel and deal with the stress and try to find something to decompress after the stressor. I think that that concludes our session for today. Does anybody have any questions? If you do have any questions before the next session, feel free to reach out to me. And I hope to see everybody here next Thursday on Zoom at 3:30. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.